of the entire
everybody
family
has
listening right across the length and breadth of this very planet.
And they are fooling us to the gallery.
All of you who are ordained, all of you who are destined to perform wonders.
Of course, a lot of us are playing to that nonsense.
Now,
you are shouting Omotek. And Buhari is missing in UK.
Therefore,
I want you to remember that way.
Our Father who resided in heavens above, looking down upon the pain and the suffering of your children, as was foretold by those who has gone before us, that a day will come when the world will gang up, when all the children of darkness will congregate to prevail against your children. That time is now. We are in pain. We are in so much suffering that man cannot begin to comprehend it. We ask for your mercy. We ask for you to come and present and provide a way where there is none. We ask you to kwokika biamaka iwi keme amarani mendo muginine the IPOB ne beni ne bichiche ruwe beni ne owasotur kiti magi ne belegi bit obaso ha upesi ne kendo ha okwasu sweli igwe. We call upon you this evening. The vultures are congregating. The saboteurs are rising up. We are beginning to identify them. And we are dealing with them. We ask you to give us the strength. We ask you for courage. We ask you for every ounce of determination and resoluteness. Make us as hard as steel, as only you can do. Baptize us in your word, in your knowledge, in your truthfulness, and in your strength. Make it impossible for our enemies to come close to us. Destroy them before they come very close. We will be tempted, of course. Our defenses will be tried without a shadow of a doubt. Sometimes there may be breaches, but in the end we prevail because that is your word and that is your promise. This evening we hold on resolutely to that very command of yours. Your own spoken word. The word that you gave to your children when you said to them that they should not worship any idol, they should not bow before any graven image. We have made mistakes in our lives. We have bowed before European idols. We have done everything but worship you in truth and honesty. But now, having realized the errors of our ways, we present ourselves before you, that you may do with us as you please. So it was prayed thousands of years ago. That same prayer will re-echo because we are nothing without you. We are nothing without you. We can have the best defenses in the whole world. We can procure the finest anti-jamming equipment available. But it is you that will defend your inheritance. You will defend Biafra. You know that we are honest and truthful people. You know that we preach this gospel in the knowledge that your children must be free in the land of the living. That they may go back and worship you in Zion as they have done thousands of years ago. This is our prayer, now and always, because we are your children. You can't abandon us to the forces of evil and darkness. That is not your will. And it can never be. That is why today, tomorrow and always, as you have called us to undertake this very monumental and epic task, as you have determined that your word must be preached in the land, that very land you gave to our ancestors thousands of years ago, so shall it be done in our lifetime. Allow us to be worthy to serve thee. Chukwa Biama, allow us to be considered worthy to serve you. You know we speak the truth. Our enemies are liars. They are cheats and they are killers. They are bloodthirsty bastards, all of them. All of them bar none. They have brought their lies to bear upon all their dealings. Their tongue is very spiteful against those of them who are righteous before your sight. Please don't allow shame to befall your children. Don't allow shame to befall your name, because we answer your name, we bear your name. That is why today we make this very prayer in the sure knowledge that Biafra will be restored as your own kingdom upon the face of the earth. That you will be worshipped every blessed day of our lives, as our children will do, and so will their children. Until time everlasting we have prayed in your name. Ise.
We are Biafra. We love Biafra. We are Biafrans. We love Biafra. I say we are Biafrans. We love Biafra. We are Biafrans. We love Biafra. We show the whole world how much we love Biafra, our beloved father's land. We love and cherish. We will show the whole world how much we love Biafra, our beloved father's land. We love and cherish. Biafra's story is the most touching and painful story in the world. Biafrans have been killing every day and night, but nobody is talking. Everywhere silent. We should be ashamed of ourselves. Hey, we said we are Christians, but we do nothing to help the Biafrans. When they are killing Biafrans, we done nothing to help them. Whether you help or not, we Biafran, we stand and protect our land, because we love Biafra. We will die for Biafra. Oh, we are Biafra. We are Biafra. We love Biafra. We love Biafra. Honestly, we love and cherish. We love and cherish. We are Biafra. We are Biafra. We love Biafra. We love Biafra. Our father's land. We love and cherish. We love and cherish. I am a Biafran. I respect people, but I'm not afraid of them. And I want to use this little opportunity to address those that say that they want to know where I come from. I, Prof. Alison Akoma. I come from town called Nenu in Obingwa, Abia State. And my mother come from Akwa Ibom. I'm a man that believes what my father used to say. Mberede nyini dike, mberede keji amadike, mberede nyini onye si na ya bụ eze, mberede kejikwa na ama eze. I so much believe in that word my father always used to say. We are Biafrans. We are Biafrans. We love Biafra. We love Biafra. Our father's land. We love and cherish. We love and cherish. We are Biafra. We are Biafra. We love Biafra. We love Biafra. Our father's land. We love and cherish. We love and cherish. Oh. We are Biafra. We love Biafra. We are Biafrans. We love Biafra. I say we are Biafrans. We love Biafra. We are Biafrans. We love Biafra. We will show the whole world how much we love Biafra, our beloved father's land. We love and cherish. We will show the whole world how much we love Biafra, our beloved father's land. We love and cherish. Biafra's story is the most touching and painful story in the world. Oh, Biafrans have been killing every day and night, but nobody is talking. Everywhere silent. We should be ashamed of ourselves. Hey, we said we are Christians, but we do nothing to help the Biafrans. When they are killing Biafrans, we done nothing to help them. Whether you help or not, we Biafran, we stand and protect our land because we love Biafra. We will die for Biafra. Oh, we are Biafrans. We are Biafrans. We love Biafra. We love Biafra. Our father's land.
Yes, once again, we must not forget who we are. Of course, we are Biafrans. And I will say good morning, good afternoon. This morning, without wasting much of our time, we shall move ahead to our topic, which is simply titled, Don't Allow Yourself to be Full to the Gallery. full to the gallery. Gallery is a stage meant for performance, a stage maybe to display whatever you have to offer or to showcase. And in most cases, we have been fooled to the gallery, and everybody is watching us. Our people must not allow themselves to be fooled to the gallery. There is one problem with the African phenomenon. Each time they talk about Africa, and each time Africans talk about themselves, they project corruption as a real problem. We claim to be fighting corruption, but the issue behind corruption can never be addressed. Buhari has killed so many because he wanted to fight corruption before he died. A lot of people are gallivanting across the globe, projecting themselves as if they are corruption fighter, as if they are terrorist fighter. But they all lie. We cannot allow ourselves to be fooled. There is no Europe country that has been tagged with corruption. There is no country in Asia, Indonesia, Malaysia, America, anywhere in the world that have been tagged with corruption. But the truth is that they fool us. It looks as if corruption starts from Africa, but indeed they are the virus called corruption. France hide under the radar, rob Africa hard-earned money. Each of them are roaming about Africa, stealing and looting. But you know what? Africans are being played like fool to the gallery. The Fulani black idiots are busy thinking that conquering Biafra will make them have a heaven on earth. Allah will abandon all of you in the end. And now, having said so, all of us, one way or the other, can be fooled. But Mali said this: you can fool some people sometimes, but you cannot fool the people all the time. Sometimes we can be fooled. I never forget the words of my father. He said, when somebody tell you that you are a fool, my son, it's okay. We all make mistakes. We all fool ourselves, knowingly or unknowingly, but don't agree that you are foolish. The moment you allow yourself to be played to the gallery, I tell you, you are foolish and there is no hope for you. A lot of things are happening lately and all of us seems to be distracted, but we cannot be fooled. No Biafra should allow themselves to be fooled to the gallery. Everything we have been doing here from the day we were born to this very day, everything we have been doing, our ancestors have been doing since the very white terrorists stepped their feet on Biafra land, has always been about Biafra. Don't let them fool you. There are a lot of issues trending today. A lot of people are saying, oh, Omotekun. In as much I will support the Yoruba to put up an outfit that will defend their people. But I cannot be fooled. Omotekun did not come to divide Nigeria. Omotekun will never stop Nigeria. And this is one area we cannot allow ourselves to be fooled. Our people are most carried away now. That Jubri is supposed to be, Buhari is supposed to be in UK. Everybody has snapped, but he's not there. And there's some who are still saying Omotekun, and they are fooling us to the gallery. Additional is going to re-edit the picture. We cannot be fooled to the gallery. Of course, a lot of us are playing to that nonsense. You are shouting Omotekun, and Buhari is missing in UK. And they want it to remain that way because they think we are fool. Additional, we are waiting for Photoshop. Onyeibe, come and give us story, come and lie to us. But who the hell is fooling who here? No matter what you say, I listened to the presentation of our beloved brother. I call him brother. With the channel's television. He said the truth, but we cannot be fooled. They brought Igbo woman to come and interview FFK. And the Igbo woman was asking useless questions. But IPOB is this, but this one is that. We cannot be fooled. Yes, our brother FFK gave a true narrative of what happened, but we cannot be fooled. All these things I am seeing so far is just a distraction. Like I said before, Omotekun will never want Nigeria to be divided. So who is fooling who? They are playing us to the gallery. Now Jubri is hiding, missing in action. We are supposed to let the world know that that idiot is not there. But you know, including the UK think they are fooling us. You are busy, you are free to show us picture of other people. Where is our own picture? While we are talking about Omoteko, which at the end of the day, all these are solidified to build one Nigeria. Who is fooling who here? A lot of evil are happening. This is how they did to our fathers. They fooled our fathers to the gallery, and most of us can't see it. They said, oh, the war has ended, the war has ended, it is no fit or no vanquished. And they fooled them to the gallery. Nobody said the truth until IPOB came. Until Mazi came. Nobody will tell us that they fooled our father in the name of no victor, no vanquished. We cannot be distracted. I want us to listen to the clip and understand how they fooled us to the gallery. They did it to our father, and we cannot allow them to do that to us.
Rebuilding and reconciliation. And he also said there was no victor, no vanquish, to try and soften the ground for some of this, for the reconciliation moves that were supposed to happen between Nigeria and, people who tried to secede. The question now is, looking at how far we've come since the end of the Civil War, have we really made much progress, especially when we look along the lines of conversations that still happen right now in the Southeast? You still have IPOB, even though they have been prescribed as a group, but we still know that the agitations are still there. People still feel very strongly about either seceding or, asking for restructuring. That's the other language that's commonly used, not for secession, but perhaps in such a way that we go back to the regions, because right now people believe that the country is not as productive as it ought to be. What are your thoughts on how Nigeria has progressed since when the war ended?
Okay, let me give you a background information. I commend Gowon for his policy of reconciliation, the 3 R's they call it: reconciliation, rehabilitation, and the other one. But I'll tell you what happened then. Some of them were just mere slogans. I commend General Bisala, particularly General Bisala.
That is food to
General Bisala, at the end of the war, implemented reconciliation. Because when the Biafran troops came out, he received them open arms. But when they went to the 3rd Marine Commander under Obasanjo, some of them were killed. And we have records, they were killed. So some of us who had not come out at the time, who monitored what was going on, went into our cocoon. And I tell you something, General Bisala helped in the process of ending the war peacefully. Because if he didn't, some of the remnants of the Biafran troops were ready to go into a guerrilla war instead of just handing themselves over to be killed. What happened with 3rd Marine Commando was unfortunate. 3rd Marine Commando was in Port Harcourt and Owerri, and Bisala was in Enugu. He commanded the 1st Division, and Obasanjo commanded the 3rd Marine Commando. And the first commander of 3rd Marine Commando was Benjamin Adekunle. Now, Obasanjo took over from Benjamin Adekunle.
Playing you to the gallery.
And during the process, after the war, besides the fact that Biafran soldiers who came there initially were killed before Gowon intervened, they had a policy of taking over and appropriating the property of Igbos in Port Harcourt. Even though in Kanu, Audu Bako gave back the property to Igbos. In Jos, they gave back the property to Igbos. All over the country. But in Port Harcourt, where Obasanjo was the commander, Igbo properties were taken over. Up to now, they call it abandoned property. I've never seen in the world where after the war, you say, oh, you cannot get your property back when you are preaching reconciliation and rehabilitation and whatever. So the slogan of the 3 R's by Gowon was only implemented by Idi Bisala. The other commander didn't give a hoot. I can tell you that.
Yeah, but moving on from there, as a country, we know that even
who is a country? Who is a country and who is fooling who? I can go on and playing this clip, so many of them, but we are being played to the gallery. It has always been 3 countries, 3 nations entrapped here. The Yoruba Hausa Fulani know how to play Biafrans. Look at how they are deceiving you. Omotekon or no Omotekon, they have removed APC. They have removed the governor of Imo State. Install a Fulani man. And we are still saying Omotekon, Omotekon. Let me tell you what happened. Just December city this January. A mechanic was arrested in Ikocha, Port Harcourt by the police. And this brother didn't have the money to settle the police. December during Christmas time, on the 20th of December. This mechanic, who happens to be an Igbo boy, was arrested alongside 4 other persons. They were taken to Ikoku police station. Having searched them, they saw money with them. Nigerian police, led by Yoruba, discovered about 150,000 naira from their pocket. But they must kill these boys to take the money. And so, car snatching. Many days later in police detention, because they will not allow their family member to have access to them, the owner of the vehicle finally discovered his vehicle in the police station in Ikoku, Port Harcourt. At the end of the day, he went there and said, I'm the owner of this motor. The police has taken the document, but the man was able to go to the Federal Road Safety particular given or whatever they call them to get the photocopy of his document. They told him that these boys were robbers, that they robbed the motor. The man said, no, I gave it to them to repair until they disappeared. The man used his army connection to bring army people. But when Yoruba and Hausa speak the language, they fool us to the gallery. The owner of the vehicle was intimidated to carry his vehicle and left. But as time goes on, this matter, people begin to ask questions. What did they do? I'm trying to cut the long story short. They have tortured these boys and one of them to death. They torture him to death because Nigerian police want to take the 150,000 naira with them. They were forced to confess that they were criminal. And we are not novice to that. My younger brother one time was arrested by Nigerian police. They torture him and say he should agree that he's a cultist. And then before I got there, he has written a statement that he is a cultist. And I said to him, why did you say you are this? Are you really this? He told me that they were using broom to choke inside his prick. Let me come down the level you can understand. They took broom and was choking inside the hole in my brother's prick. He said they will kill him. And so he agreed that he is a cultist. Let me digress a little bit. Some time ago when I was arrested by DSS, they brought plier, they brought hammer. There is no weapon they didn't bring and say, I should write statement. And believe me, everything they say they should write, I should write. I wrote there. And when it was time for them to take me to court, I asked the I don't know what the DSS called the idiot they used to monitor people. I said, when am I writing my statement? Because at that time, my people know that I'm there. And so they can't kill me any longer. They can't assassinate me. I asked the man, when am I writing my statement? He said, but you wrote your statement. I said, that is not my statement. He said, is that what you are going to say in court? I said, I will tell them it is a collaborated statement. It's not, I didn't write it on duress. I won't lie to you that you were beating me. You had the intention to do that. But I will tell the court, this is a collaborated statement. I wrote what you asked me to write, not what happened. Because you actually kidnapped me, you lied to me to come and work for you, and I never knew you were idiot waiting for somewhere to get me. Those of you DSS who are calling me, you women they are sending, I'm not, in fact, as I'm talking to you now, DSS are inviting me to come and work. The woman they are sending called me yesterday. I told her to meet my sales representative. She called the call. I know they are still replanning, but thunder will fire all of you. But why am I saying this? They will torture you and beat you till you say, yes, you are guilty to what you are not. They are being played to the gallery. As I'm talking to you, that mechanic, all of them agree that they were robbers just to have their way back. But at the end of the day, the Nigerian police in Ikoku started playing kangaroo game. They charged the boys to court immediately. Because the owner of the vehicle has appeared, they moved this case out of not snatching of vehicle now again. They charged them for cultists. Shell is the one sponsoring cultists in Nigeria. because all of them want oil. How long are we going to allow these people play us to the gallery as fool? And at the end of the day, the real boy now, the real mechanic guy was murdered. They killed him. And they wrote to court. It's a Nigerian police court in Rivers State. They wrote to court that the main criminal is at large, but they have killed the guy. As I'm talking to you now, because of this guy, they have killed many people. But go and listen to news how they are presenting this matter. Yesterday, Nigerian news say that it is Wike that gave them order to kill those boys because there will be no protest. But I know Wike didn't say that. But of course, they must fool all of us to the gallery. And now they kill the boy. Others are still in detention. We know they will never find justice in Nigeria. But I want you people to follow one thing why I brought this matter up this morning. So that we cannot allow these people to be fooling us to the gallery, because some of us are falling for them already. They call them ego crack, aka e-crack, police, my one Port Harcourt River State. This is what they did. They killed an innocent man. Look at the people who are involved or people who were killed. Number one, his name is Victor Ogbonna. Victor Ogbonna is a Biafran. The next one is Osas Friday. Osas Friday is a Biafran from Edo State. The next one is Ifeanyi Osuji. Ifeanyi Osuji is Igbo man. In fact, let me use the normal language. Let me start all over. Number one is Victor Ogbonna, Igbo man. Number two is Osas Friday, Igbo man. Number three is Ifeanyi Osuji, Igbo man. Number four is Ifeanyi Onyeibe, Igbo man. Number five, the one they killed is Chima Ikenwudo, Igbo man. Now, come down and look at the people who killed this guy. The SP of police in charge of that place that they killed this guy is a Yoruba man, Benson Adetuyi. He's the commander of the E-Crack, Yoruba man. Go and look at the Oga on top, Awusa man. I have told you people, every DPO police in Nigeria, most especially in Biafra land, all of them are Yoruba. So why are we allowing these people to fool us to the gallery? We have spent more energy praising Yoruba and Hausa Fulani, trying to vindicate them. And yet they relax, they know what they are doing. Yoruba are on the media now, trying to cover that Jubilee is not in UK for any useless meeting they are holding. We're playing like a fool to the gallery for them. It has always been involved. Three people has always been involved. Arewa, Oduduwa, and Biafra. Why is that all the time Arewa and Oduduwa must come together to conspire against our people? How long can we think we are going to be petting these people and somewhere the pain will go away? This just happened as I'm talking to you now. 3 days ago, if I'm not mistaken, our people were killed for protesting. Why did they not kill Yoruba? Why did they not kill Hausa youth? Do you know that the people lock up in any prison in Nigeria, you hardly see Yoruba? Do you know you hardly see Yoruba locked up anywhere in Nigeria? Do you know you can't lock up Hausa Fulani in any police station in Nigeria? Do you know that all our youth, majority of our youth, 50% of our youth are not in diaspora, that they are locked up along different cells and prison in Biafra land? Across Nigeria? Why are we allowing ourselves to play to the gallery? Why are we allowing ourselves at the same people? Who is deceiving who? They are not bombing themselves again, but they know what is there. And now, to tell you that you are a fool being played to the gallery, look at Khan now. Khan is shouting now, hey, American, Israel should come and help us. Why do you want Israel to help you? Is Israel to begin to pray for you? I thought all of you are prayer warrior. Of you are being fooled to the gallery. Israel to come and call. Is it not Israel to carry gun? When I tell you to carry gun, I say, it's a Yoruba man. Benson Adetuyi. He's the commander of the E-Crack, Yoruba man. Go and look at the Oga on top, Awusa man. I have told you people, every DPO police in Nigeria, most especially in Biafra land, all of them are Yoruba. So why are we allowing these people to fool us to the gallery? We have spent more energy praising Yoruba and Hausa Fulani, trying to vindicate them. And yet they relax, they know what they are doing. Yoruba are on the media now, trying to cover that Jubilee is not in UK for any useless meeting they are holding. We're playing like a fool to the gallery for them. It has always been involved. Three people has always been involved. Arewa, Oduduwa, and Biafra. Why is that all the time Arewa and Oduduwa must come together to conspire against our people? How long can we think we are going to be petting these people and somewhere the pain will go away? This just happened as I'm talking to you now. 3 days ago, if I'm not mistaken, our people were killed for protesting. Why did they not kill Yoruba? Why did they not kill Hausa youth? Do you know that the people lock up in any prison in Nigeria, you hardly see Yoruba? Do you know you hardly see Yoruba locked up anywhere in Nigeria? Do you know you can't lock up Hausa Fulani in any police station in Nigeria? Do you know that all our youth, majority of our youth, 50% of our youth are not in diaspora, that they are locked up along different cells and prison in Biafra land? Across Nigeria, why are we allowing ourselves to play to the gallery? Why are we allowing ourselves to be food to the gallery? A lot of things happen. And when I look at our people, you think saying it will make these people stop? Can anybody tell me that since you were born, you have seen any Yoruba man stand up to fight against one Nigeria? Has any Yoruba or Fulani man ever moves a motion for Nigeria to be divided? But why not? Today all of us have, they do they have complaining, because he hurt them a little bit. This is just a bargaining chips. And we are the one being fooled to the gallery. They are still killing us as we speak. They are still destroying our land as we speak. It is our Fulani at the head, Yoruba at the back. No, let's stand diplomatically. And so maybe they will give us freedom. The same way South Africans stand diplomatically. Even with apartheid removed, they are more miserable than ever. There is no apartheid in South Africa, but South Africa has killed fellow black. Killed fellow black. They've not killed one European. They've not killed one German in South Africa. The children of terrorists plaguing them, they've not killed them there. Because let's stand, the world will not come and sing, we are the world, we are the children. But we are the one they are fooling. Because in case you do not know, anytime you call yourself intellectual and your organ on top is a fool, an idiot, you are the fool to the gallery. I see people, they say, do you know who I am? Do you know who I am? You are idiot as a Biafran. Because look at the man in charge of your organ. Let me come down the way you will understand. Your organ on top is an idiot who didn't go to school. They fool all of you intellectual to the gallery. We go to school every day. We study very hard every day. Are you still proud of your certificate when one idiot is your organ? Because you have been fooled to the gallery. And you are the same group of people who say, well, the Supreme Court have said so. What the Supreme Court is said is fine. But who is the idiot in charge of Supreme Court? Did he go to school? Is he more learned than you? Onyeibe was shamefully and disgracefully removed. And they put one traditional native doctor, herbalist. He's in charge of Nigerian judicial system. But you have removed your idea. They concocted their own election. Rogers Okorocha and the rest of the Fulani in Biafra land, they are fooling all of us. We are busy. They know what they are doing. What are the Janja weed idiots from Fulani who gave them Yoruba 20? I give you 20. If you don't withdraw we will reset. Where are they? It is like them killing you. America attack Iran. Iran attack America. But these are the same people. Who is deceiving who? They are not bombing themselves again. But they know what is there. And now, to tell you that you are a fool being played to the gallery, look at Khan now. Khan is shouting now, America, Israel should come and help us. Why do you want Israel to help you? Is Israel to begin to pray for you? I thought all of you are prayer warrior. All of you are being fooled to the gallery. Israel to come and call. Is it not Israel to carry gun? When I tell you to carry gun and save your life, you say we are terrorists. And now you that is holy Bible, where is your Holy Ghost fire? Now you know the truth. You have the Holy Ghost, but those Fulani idiots have the fire. Why are you allowing them to fool you to the gallery? There is a leading Christian church pastor as the vice president of Nigeria. He is aiding the killing of Christians. Look at his speech for the idiot they killed in the name of Jesus Christ. Jesus will reject all of you in heaven because all of you are being placed to the gallery. Yes, he have died. He loved Jesus Christ very well. His legacy he left behind is going to be remembered. He died as a formidable Christian. You are idiots. Christians are being played to the gallery as fool. You are fool to the gallery and you are giving us faith. We have been hearing this faith since. Oh, Israel, come and help us. When you are coming, bring your Holy Ghost fire, bring your prayer warriors. Is that what Israel is coming to fight Fulani headsmen? You think Netanyahu and the people of Israel are there praying for Holy Ghost fire? They give you atomic fire. They give you better bomb. When they finish bombing you, you won't even remember the name of Allah again. You think America is going to Iran to pray with prayer warrior? Al-Baghdadi was killed by dog. The dog is a hero today. Go and check Guinness Book of Record. Is it a Suleimani, Abi Amini Amani, whatever his name is? Did you think they prayed to kill him? The kingdom of God suffered violence, and violence take it by force. They fooled the whole country to the gallery by telling you, oh, it's our constitution. But who wrote the constitution? Abdulsalami Abubakar, the last time I checked, didn't go to school. Who wrote the constitution? And then you allow yourself to be fooled to the gallery. All these people are just looking at you. Because any day you came or you come out and say, yes, this constitution, we the people of Nigeria. You are a fool. Who are these idiots called the people of Nigeria? No, who are these idiots? It is yet another day here in Biafra land. Of course, we will go back and be monitoring Omotekun. And they are killing our people. Is Omotekun here to divide Nigeria? Or are we here to monitor all this nonsense? Don't let them fool you to the gallery. The small boy they put as a Joy Youth Council now, he's being played as a fool to the gallery. What his father cannot try, that is what he's doing. He's supposed to follow, nurse his wife, take care of his newborn baby. He's there to play to the gallery as a fool, an idiot that he is. Don't let anybody fool you to the gallery. This is what they've been doing to us. I can go on and play clip or how they play us to the gallery. Watch all this time you are debating on Motekon. Buhari have hidden in UK. He's hiding inside one toilet according to my leader. Now we are all here focusing on Motekon. Is Motekon here to divide Nigeria? Are we here to look at all those nonsense? We are here to divide Nigeria and we must focus. The fortress in the National Assembly. Have you heard them say anything? They have conquered Biafra as we are speaking. Have you heard them say anything? And now they want you to use your data on talking about Omotekun. There is no diplomatic, there is no, how do they speak all this English? There is no diplomatic, there is no, all this English self. How we now they speak, make I tell you. No protocolistic, nothing. Anywhere we try to indulge, we are being fooled to the gallery. The Fulani are fooling the Yorubas. Because anytime they promise them Igbo presidency, they are fooling them to the gallery. Today now, Yoruba are divided already. For your information, the Yoruba Muslim now are saying that Omotekun is a Christian outfit to kill Muslim. But of course, we are the one they are fooling. You see Yoruba and Hausa, they drag, Hausa Fulani, they drag. Then Igbo man out of his simplicity will get involved. You people should wake up. OPC killed more Igbo than Hausa. But yet it's for a wide fight between OPC and Yoruba and Hausa. But we pay the brunt. American kill Suleimani or Baghdadi. Who pay the brunt? Igbo. Why are we allowing them to play us to the gallery? We should be thinking about what to do now. Let Omotekun and Obakasi, let them have their desire. You can't put us inside one Nigeria and want us to be protecting ourselves. You don't need to protect yourself if we are divided. Today, Yoruba and Hausa are behind playing play with our intelligence and you think you are wise. You are being fooled to the gallery. Are clapping for us. They will soon give press statement. The next one they will say is Nigerian apologize to Mazi and Kano. And then we begin to shout, oh, yes, we are winning, we are formidable. Yes, Buhari have apologized to Mazi and Kano. Has that given us Biafra? If they lie, let them apologize to their father. Has he given us what we want? Everything they do, everything they say, if it is not geared towards giving us Biafra, they are fooling us to the gallery. They put us on stage and they are mocking at us. Any Nigerian that believe in PVC, you believe in PVC, you were fooled to the gallery. There were people who were shouting, use your PVC. I still have a Asari Dokobo video here. Your PVC is your power. PVC, the PVC. Oh, it's your PVC. Where are you now? Where is your PVC? You were fooled to the gallery. You were shouting like a frog everywhere. And when I see idiots who don't even know their father name, trying to tell us how we live in our land, I know you are a compound fool. A very compound fool. Even in your own community, your PVC shows you are a compound fool as a Nigeria. And then some idiot are saying, we're going to give Igbo presidency. Let's try Igbo presidency. IPOB should stop agitation. Then the Yoruba now they are working at us. Then idiots like Nyango, the compound fools like that will come out and say, yes, we're going to give it a shot. Anybody that denies Igbo presidency is enemy of one Nigeria. All of you are fools. The same time, if Yoruba now is talking about Omotekun, we can't trust them with Igbo, Yoruba presidency 2023. Why are you people letting these people make fool of us? Uyebu apato no nweze. Uyebu apato no nweze. Ihe no nweze. Ihe keje akpamo me. Ihe keje akpamo me. Ono kamare ni ihe me nkite egbu ododo yo here. But who is doing this now? Almost 2 weeks now. We are shouting Omotekun. And under Omotekun, a lot of evil is happening. Why are you people playing to the gallery? They give one Yoruba job blood who's some change there. He's coming to say, hi POB, if I see you doing meeting in Bayelsa, I will beat you very well. He's playing to the gallery. He's a compound fool. As we are talking to you now, our people in UK now are supposed to be there protesting and telling us to show us Jubri. But of course, all of us are busy with Omotekun. Who the hell is this Omotekun? What is Omotekun agenda? To maintain and sustain the Yoruba 10%. And I tell you, with their bargaining ability, they will have a Nigerian presidency 2023. Who the hell is deceiving who? How long are we going to play to the gallery as they are fool? They think us as a fool, and rightfully so. Because we are always distracted. Fanika, they talk good about Igbo. It can be our good friend. Let Nigerian divide first, and then we know who is our friend. Our people's simplicity is what is destroying us. The way Omotekun is sounding, it looks like if Omotekun is disbanded or is functioning, did he give us Biafra? But because of Omotekun, they have hidden many things. By now, we are supposed to have video of Buhari and Jubri in UK. We are supposed to ask Queen of England and all the idiots who went to that meeting about Jubri. But they will tell you, according to Constitution, it's not our concern. No, it is our concern. All of them play us to the gallery. It is like when Britain is fighting for corruption in Nigeria. But they are the one who planted the virus called corruption. Are they not fooling all of you idiots who call yourself Nigeria are on the gallery? You are just a fool, a comedian. You are a clown. And this is what you are to them. Anytime the Nigeria are there doing anything, they are just fooling all of us. I do not know if you understand what I mean. Any day you come out and say, yes, we the one Nigeria, we want to make one Nigeria, you are an idiot, a very compound fool. And then the next one will come, one word power, lie down and greet Buhari. But you know that is not Buhari, but you are an idiot, a compound fool, playing to the gallery. Hey, now lie down for Buhari. But when we lie down for our leader, you say it's a blasphemy. Are you not a fool because your brain is not working? They use us. They make fool of us. They set a stage for us. Very soon now, they look for some few Biafrans and give them money. And then they climb on the gallery and dance as a compound fool that they are. And sometimes we are praising them. I have about 4 Facebook open here. I'm watching Facebook doing the nonsense they do. Some of them is reading 74 followers. Another one is showing me 35 followers. Another one is showing me 234 followers. Why? Because they have placed a clock there. Not more than 200 should follow these people. But let me tell Facebook what you don't know. You introduce Watch Party. With what party we will duplicate it? Of course, you can't stop us. So anytime you do that, very soon they will block my main laptop, my main system, they will block it. And I will think they've cut me up. But other one are here. Facebook are monitoring you. We have an eye like that of an ego. You cannot play us to the gallery like food. Every IPOB member, any genuine Biafran, if at all genuine Biafran blood run in you, this is the time we have to stand up and make sure these people stop playing us as fools to the gallery. I'll be back in a minute.
United Nations, You gave us law of self-determination. We followed your principles in freedom fighting. But why does the life of a black man doesn't matter to you all? Biafrans are being massacred in large quantities. Instead of getting help from you people, you got us shooting.
This is the story of Biafrans who died on the road of freedom. This is the story of the motherless searching for a lovely home.
They were shot by the military. No one knew what it all began.
A painful history, living a life of misery. United Nations, why did you let the children die? United Nations, why did you let the children cry? United Nations, why did you let the Biafrans fall? United Nations, why did you let the children fall? Did you let the children fall? Did you let the children fall?
We are known for being blunt about the truth. Federal and world bodies can't even deny this obvious proof that these keys were starved to death. None of them were left. Together we stand against this ruthlessness.
You made us believe in you. You gave us your word, and now they are killing us and spilling our blood.
Pain and misery, we've had enough. We've had enough. UN and the USA stand up for once. We've had enough.
We have been running out in all the zones. Since the crashes of those great nations, we still haven't grown. We cannot stack in the top. Yes, we need to go back to our home. Yeah, our home.
What have we done? That is a missing human truth. What is a crime? That's not letting our environment. Biafrans are something we take. What more can we say if that's the price that we must pay? We must pay.
And I'm so disappointed in USA, UN, and the government.
That's why I say
United Nations, why did you let the children die? United Nations, why did you let the children cry? United Nations, why did you let the Biafrans fall? United Nations.
Of course, if we do not stand up to defend the next generation, then have it at the back of your mind. They will be fooled more than you can imagine. Of course, you are a Biafran anywhere across the globe. You are here to join IPOB. Don't let anybody deceive you. Don't let them fool you to the gallery. Look for the nearest IPOB and join. Send us your name, your phone number, and your location. We will direct you to the nearest IPOB. People don't understand. We are about to do miracle. Miracle. The world has not thought about it. Ears have not heard about it. Neither has the mind been able to comprehend what is about to happen. You just follow the simple instruction. And when you hear the Bible say, and the Lord say, let there be light, this is the miracle that will be replicated in the Biafran issue. Don't let anybody fool you to the gallery. And our WhatsApp line is 070-815-45642. 070-815-45642. Our direct line is 081-221-52971. 081-221-52971. A special number for the female is 081-288-58614. 081-288-58614 is the special number to the female. And I will advise no male call that line. Call on WhatsApp. Are you still there?
Yeah, good morning, Mazi.
Good morning from here. Go ahead, please.
My name is Mazi Shikwado Okodenta. I am the National PRO Malaysia IPOB. I thank you so much for the good work we are doing, and I thank our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, for this great vision he has brought to us. Honestly, you have spoken well. We have been deceived. We have been done a lot of things for the past years. We have been deceived and pushed so hard. But the thing we have to do now as an IPOB all over the world, I am suggesting, if you are listening to me, you must make sure that every member of your household, and all the localities around you must listen to Radio Biafra. The reason why is because Radio Biafra is the only place you can listen. If you listen to Radio Biafra 30 minutes, you'll be able to know who is who and what is pushing you wrong. We are all this wrong all these years because we have not had somebody like Mazi and Radio Biafra. And now we have Radio Biafra. When you listen to it, honestly speaking, nobody will push you to the gallery. Like you said, we must try our best to make sure whatever it will take you as a Biafran, as an IPOB, to make sure that your locality listens to Radio Biafra every day. Do it. And at the end, Chukwu Kabiama will be with you. I want to use this opportunity to also announce to our meeting for our brothers here in Malaysia that this Sunday we are gathering once again at Sharas, Selangor, Malaysia for our end of the year general meeting gathering. And it's still a very great opportunity for you to come and identify with IPOB Malaysia. Let us continue this, our great work and things we are doing under the leadership of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to move this struggle forward and actualize our nation, Biafra. In case you want to call, I want to drop this number for you, 0119 44 65305. I repeat, 019 44 65305. This is National PRO Malaysia. Call this number for directions because we must get Biafra with our collective effort. Mazi Onyeibe, I thank you very much for your good work. I pray may Chukwu Kabiama be with you and guide you through with your family. In Chukwu Kabiama's name.
Thank you very much. We must continue. We must not allow them to be playing us like food to the gallery. The colonial master will come take our people, enslave them, work in the farm. Then on weekend, they put them to be playing like animal, dancing to the gallery. Indirectly, they are still repeating the same thing. They are hiding Jubrisa one toilet somewhere in UK. And they are saying, Africa Media Summit, Africa Terrorist Summit. And you cannot even focus and give us the picture of that idiot. The toilet is hiding. And then Omotekun is deceiving all of us. Hey, Yoruba demand Omotekun. Hey, Yoruba quote Omotekun. Hey, Yoruba want to. But have you seen Yoruba Hausa Fulani since you were born till today? Push a motion to destroy this zoo called Nigeria. Who the hell is fooling all of us on the gallery? Call on the line. Are you still there?
Yes. Good morning.
Good morning from here.
Good morning, dear friends all over the world. Eke Kero Wachuko Kikabiama bless every one of us. And may Chukwu Kabiama continue to protect our leader and guide every IPOB principal officers that are doing this work to set us free. You cannot be confused again. My name is Genek. I'm calling from Enugu province of Biafra land. I have told it to myself. I'm telling to all IPOB and Biafrans. You see this Fulani, Hausa and Yoruba, they are the same people. They will never fight themselves. They are the same. They will never, ever in this life fight themselves. They are the same. You see those few or 5 or 2 or 3 that is saying a different thing. If care is not taken, their blood is not verily the pure Yorubas. You see those 3 tribes now, the Fulani, the Hausa, and Yoruba, they operate on the same level in spiritual realm. They operate in the same level.
Of course, the arrangement is simple. Kill man and maintain one Nigeria. You collect your percentage and walk away. And our people are playing to the gallery. One idiot to say his name is Oloyogun. He's coming to say, I will beat you, IPOB. If I see you holding meeting, I will beat you. The one brutal beat, he never escape him. Idiots everywhere.
You see, what is confusing that young man is that he don't even listen to even his fathers. He only listen to these Amajiri people that have given him money. See what I'm telling my people. You see, you have oil in your backyard. See us that are doing rice. I use it as an example. You, after collecting the main rice, there are other rice that comes up again. You may think that is very fine, but that rice you can never compare it to the first rice that have been collected. That is what they are giving to all these people. They collect the oil in your land. They go and sell it, make all their profit, make all their gain, develop their country, and they will tell you to go and do rice.
If I look at them, I weep. Look at Asari Dokubo we used to respect. For Asari Dokubo to come out on Facebook and be showing us his Range Rover Sport, I know he's an idiot. Imbecile. A Range Rover Sport that these governors are dancing their point one. Asari is showing us Range Rover Sport. The same money stolen from your fatherland, playing like a fool to the gallery.
Again, they slept in a hotel one day. They'll dash him Range Rover Sport. That one is not even is a common thing. They will collect things from your backyard, your house where you are living, and left you to die in that bad condition of your air. They polluted your air and left you there, and you are there collecting a leftover that Chukwokika told his children to live for the imbecile that came to your land. And then now the reverse is the case. They're now left over for you. They come and give you 1 million. You are there converging, saying nonsense. That's what you're supposed to give them. So that at least they will be happy. Now they're the one giving to you, and you are not thinking. And that guy is there talking that rubbish. And I want to use all these motekun or whatever they call it to draw our mind away from. I'm not supporting them. I'm just commending them that they did it not for their people to be killed. I'm not supporting them.
Of course, we have a good lesson to learn from them. They're teaching in Nayangu, Gohane, Zendibu, and other idiot governors. They're teaching them good lessons, of course.
I'm even thinking on what we will do to all this slave that food our land. That they sent to us to come and destroy us here. What we will do to them is what we will be thinking about. If we will send them away, or I'm ready to become a winch or to fly and grab them from their sitting bed and go and throw them away. So that we will have this here. We don't want to see who put on them out there in Imo State, causing trouble everywhere. And they're killing us there because we are protesting. Now, this one here, Father Baka, is here doing his own forbidden job. All these people we need to think on how to do away with them so that at least if we are going from our house, we know whom we are attacking. Because all these people they sent inside us, all these youth, they call him in Bayelsa. The people they have confused. They have given them their urine. They drink the urine of Hausa, Fulani, Yoruba combined together. They drink out and come here and start gallivanting for us all for you to come and talk rubbish. Bless all of you. Bless you for this good work you are doing for us. Sometimes they will stop network and allow us not to hear the radio Biafra that we are paying for.
They will lose at the end. Of course.
Thank you very much.
Caller on WhatsApp, are you still there? Caller on WhatsApp. Caller on WhatsApp, are you still there? Caller on the line, your name and where are you calling from?
Good morning, sir.
Good morning. Go ahead, please.
My name is Igwe Feima. I want to thank you for the work that you have been doing for us. Because I want to talk about Mbaka. Where is Mbaka? Where they killed the leader of this man, the can member. If it is happening in a Biafra land, he will first of all be the first person to see it. But this one is Mbaka. Is Mbaka not seeing the man? Now it has happened. Mbaka will not say anything. But I pray that God will help us. I thank God for our leader, Mazi Nandekano, for what he has been doing for us. Even in a voice, look at there's a man called Ozo Emmanuel, the secretary to governor before. Do you know that this man talk about Fulani herdsmen? The man said that I don't think that our governor will be in support of Fulani herdsmen. Do you know that devil might remove the man as a secretary because he said the word, and the demand still be there. So all of them, they are fully themselves. But I believe that one day Biafra will surely come, and when Biafra comes, they will be the ones to regret. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Of course, Biafra is already here. And the truth they must understand is that we just want them to understand that they are being played as food to the gallery. And that should not be so. That should not be so. No Biafran person should allow themselves to be deceived. I ask a simple question. Our fathers and the father before them, as far as we can remember, every one of them fought to make sure that Nigeria unity, which is a poison to us as a people, is stopped. So why is the Yoruba and Hausa Fulani not fighting to stop this evil? They are always defending the unity of one Nigeria. All the time defending the unity of one Nigeria. And yet one Nigeria is the greatest plague, greatest disease that have plagued us as a people. Caller on WhatsApp, are you there? Caller on WhatsApp, are you there? But of course, that is a zoo epileptic network, and we must continue. So don't let anybody deceive you. Don't let anybody tell you otherwise. Don't let anybody fool you, because in the end, the agenda remains the same. Caller on the line, are you there? Caller on the line. Caller on the line, are you there? Caller on WhatsApp.
Hello, Mazi, George Onyeibe.
Good morning from here. Go ahead, please.
Good morning, my brother, the wise man. I thank you, Mazi. Thank you very much. Mazi, this is Mazi Emmanuel Ezuma. I'm calling from Paris. Mazi, I say, may Chukwu Kikabia guide you and protect you. May he bless our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Okukano, the leader of indigenous people of Biafra. Mazi, concerning what you just said this morning, I was just thinking of, when our leader was saying that the problem of black people is our ability to reason, our ability to sit down and ask ourselves some critical questions. You see this summit they had now, they are all gallivanting in London. Those are very, very deceitful summit. Because you cannot tell me I had the conference of the so-called Borisson, I don't know, the British Prime Minister. So much you see that the so-called blacks have never sit down and they ask themselves, for more than 200 years or for how many years, decade that Britain has been in Africa, what have they gained?
What are they doing here? What are they doing here? They are teaching us how to pregnant our wife. They are teaching us how to eat our food. They are teaching us how to sleep. But these idiots know nothing about what they claim to be teaching us. They are the corruption. They are the one teaching us how to fight corruption. And then some black lunatic will think that these people are here for our well-being. And we are playing, dancing like a fool to the gallery before them. They watch us as Tom and Jerry.
Mazi, you see, Britain have seen that they are leaving European Union and they cannot receive any other countries. Now, where did they focus now? They gather the whole African nations and they start, where they have stopped. Mazi, you see, African people are not self-critical people. These people are very, very vulnerable. They are because you cannot just tell me that you have been doing things with British people for a very long time. Look at your children's. All Africans are dying in the Mediterranean Sea. See how we are suffering here, dying in the cold, working from morning till night, no rest. And these people are shamelessly going to London to go and mortgage our future again with the British colonial terrorists. Mazi is very, very pathetic. But I am telling them that Biafra will never be part of that kind of shenanigan that they are arranging there. They should count us out because even the so-called Jubri is nowhere to be found. And many people are here. Here we are talking of Omotekun and so-called negative things. So, Mazi, I thank you very much, Mazi. May Chukwu Okike Abiama guide you and protect you. And for what you are doing for us, we are so grateful. It shall be well with you, Mazi.
Thank you very much. We must continue. Caller on the line, your name and where you calling from?
Onyeibe.
Monitoring Spirit. Good morning from here. Go ahead, please.
My leader, my Lord and personal Savior, may the peace of people to continue to be with you. Encourage this last one to bring Biafra to the people of Biafra. In the name of people to Biafra. Biafrans all over the world, our radio here is not touching. This is the time all of us must put heads together and make sure that radio stays in every corner and cranny of Biafra land, because this is the end of the journey. If you believe that Biafra will not come, you are wasting your time, because whatever that goes up must surely come down. Everything that has beginning has an end. That is just the simple truth. Biafra must come. And we must have in mind that what is before us now is death. Can't be accepted as a dead person. You are not alive. You are not living. You are not alive. They have gathered everywhere. They are plotting every day and night, strategizing their systems to make sure that they take over our land. But can we allow them? Biafra, all over the world. Can we allow this Taliban to take the kingdom of God on earth from us, the children of people? Our leader has proved his resoluteness. He was there in Kadongo. He got their president, who is dead now, that he is a madman that he cannot tell him. He has done what every one of us can see with our two eyes, that he is a brave man indeed. Okay, more. Onye Kaya, Onye Yiranema, Onye Kagesi Tunerea. Then Namdekano, he was Goku. Look at we Biafra. Look at how we are there. For single-handedly, you have put that hellfire down. The little one meant for us is Imo State. That is the end of the road. They will never take the land of Imo State. If they take it, we are gone. That prophecy of our leader is about to come to pass. In the broad daylight, we'll be seeing massacring of people. That's what they will. So you want this to come to pass? Who will be saved? Is it America that will be saved? Trump. Why did they want to beat you? Can't you use their common sense? We are the world leader. We are a human race. The children of the Most High people to catch us. Has my leader not told you? You are what you are today is from our land. Our leader promised the whole world that he will give you oil. If you want to die inside that is your business. But that is not what we are after. We just want to be. Every day and night they continue to use our blood for sacrifice. What is all this nonsense? It was said in the end. They will never take that land. The will of the people must be respected. That is just the simple message my leader said. It is not God, he has no will. Only the truth. The will of the people of Imo State and Biafra all over the world must be respected. They will never take our land. Justice must surely come to bear. From now to 14, let everybody who wants to go against the order of Tuko to Kapiama. Let that person take it now. You are the pope. You are the bishop. You are the pastor. You claim you are. Let us bet. We are Biafra. Isaiah chapter 6 is where we stand. May Tuko to Kapiama bless you. Man says, ONYIBE. And bless every Biafra all over the world. In the name of Tuko to Kapiama.
Thank you very much. We must continue. Oh, hey, Biafra. Yes, a caller on WhatsApp. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you, my Rev. Good morning from here.
Good morning. Go ahead, please. Mazi Aganeku, you hold on for me. Go ahead, please.
Good morning, fellow Biafrans, lovers of freedom all over the world. My name is Joy Ohm. I'm calling from Eko. Mazi, I'm very happy for this morning topic and so as yesterday night topic as well. Please, Biafrans, before now, all IPOP family members all over the world, I must say that all of us have danced as a fool to the gallery until our leader Mazi Kanu came and opened our eyes. He opened our eyes in the sense that we have come to know and understand who we are and where we are coming from. Today, if you are a Biafran listening to me this morning, listen very carefully because if somebody must have been talking to you about this struggle and you are telling that person, don't tell me that we are one Nigeria, you are a fool. In fact, you are a very big idiot, matured one. Because you have come to see, and Mazi Onyeibe have made us clear this morning that Omotekun, Ariwa, and Oduduwa projects can never be something that will cause them to divide Nigeria. All of them, they are working in order to make this one Nigeria.
They are renegotiating their stand. Yoruba maybe need 12%, dividends of democracy. And then they are destroying, distracting us. And then Jubri is hiding in UK. And then they are deceiving us, speaking BB grammar. And yet they are on ground here, they are killing our people. But it's still Yoruba and Hausa Fulani. Go ahead, please.
When you look at it, you will see that all of us, we have been fooled and danced naked in the market. How do you escape from this? The only way that we will escape from it is to know, in fact, is to go back to our roots. Biafra is our roots. That is where we came from. And there is no two ways about it. And that we are Biafrans. Today you are there, gallivanting. I don't want anybody to talk to me about this, Biafra. I don't want to. Hey, they will kill us. Whether you talk about it or you do not talk about it, they will kill you. They will come after you because they don't want to see you. What they want to see is what you have. Biafrans have the oil and gas. Name them. That is what they want from you. So they will do everything to make sure they eliminate us. They exterminate us from this surface of earth. But I know that Chukwukika Biama will never allow that to happen. Because the Syrian war, the atrocity that they committed against us during Biafran war, did not finish all Biafrans. The remnants are you and I. We are the remnants. The remnants have to do something fast. We have to work together. All hands should be on desk and restore this Biafra. I remember what happened last night when our brothers from Ijon people last night, they were warning that fool that called himself IYC chairman, who doesn't know when that platform was even established, who doesn't even know the meaning of IYC. And he is issuing a threat to his brothers because they have given him a peanut to betray your brothers, and you accepted it. Have you ever read your Bible and know what happened to Judas Iscariot? The nemesis, since it's you, it will come after you, and it will be upon you and your household. Yes, the nemesis, and I thank Chukwukika Biama that today, that idiot in Anozo is using his hand to initiate the state of anarchy upon himself and his family. He will not go free. Except he woke up this morning as he had heard the voices of the elders from that land yesterday, and this morning he is also hearing us and make a revise and said to them and all of us that he is sorry for what he's doing. Yes, let us believe that he was doing all this out of ignorance. How much will you be paid to betray your brother, your own brothers? They paid you, and the people that have paid you can never allow you to be in their midst. Fulani can never allow you to be in their midst. No. After everything, they will kill you because they will not even trust you. They say, you have sold your brothers. Is it them that you will not also? So you are not even safe on their hand. I think the right place for you to go is to go back to your roots. So this morning, please, Mazi, I want to use this opportunity to talk to my people in my dialect. Biko ndengwa. Ebe ọbụla unu nọ ndị obi ngwa ma unu nọ na diaspora ma unu nọ na this contraption zoo called Nigeria, unu niile pụta n'igwe gbakọta aka maka ihe a na-eme n'ihi na Biafra bụ nke anyị. Ọ dịghị ihe ọbụla ọzọ, ọ dịghị onye ọbụla ọzọ nke ga-enye anyị ya na-abụghị anyị ga-enye ya onwe anyị. Ị na-anọ n'etiti ndị na-ekwu adịghị ihe ga-ime ka Biafra nọ bịa, onweghị ka ị na-ekwu. Ị nọ n'etiti ndị na-asị istedi ihe nke a ga-emerịrị ọka mma na anyị gburu ha ncha. Ị ga-ebu ụzọ gbuo onwe gị. Ị ga-ebu ụzọ gbuo onwe gị. Fela mgbe ọ kwuru egwu ọ sị gị smiling and suffering, onye na-ata ahụhụ ya na-achị ọchị ka onye ị na-emeta ị na-eme onwe gị. N'ihi ya n'ụtụtụ a, ana m akpọ onye ọbụla ma ị nọ n'ugwu ma ị nọ na ndịda ma ị nọ na ndịda ma ị nọ n'ugwu, pụta n'igwe tikọọ n'aka ọnụ ka anyị chọta ihe a, na ihe anyị na-achọ bụ nke anyị, ọ bụghị nke ndị Hausa, ọ bụghị nke ndị Yoruba. Mazi, thank you so much for giving me this opportunity. May Chukwukika Biama continue to strengthen you and give you the strength to do this work that you are called to do. All hail Biafra.
All hail Biafra. Yes, Mazi Aganiku, are you still there?
Yes, Mazi ONYIBE, I'm still here. Good morning, Mazi ONYIBE.
Good morning from here.
Good morning, Biafrans. My name is Mazi Obuefi Chinedu Nwoya Aganeku. Welcome everyone. Please, Biafrans, listen to me. This is the last day I will come on air to say a word on our radio. Please, if you are listening to me, record this thing and share it to everybody, because we are going back to our roots. Make sure you know the hand that will hold your staff in your family. Go and ask for it. In your community, in your kindred, everybody, all. And then we will search for the Ezan, the original Ezan.
that will be guiding our land, and we support him. Thank you, Mazi Onyeibe. This is my last day. Thank you. Let Britain. I want to ask the whole world if what they are looking for, if they never get it, if they get it, let them leave Biafra alone. If they never get it, let us. Thank you, Mazi Onyeibe.
We must continue. Yes, caller on the line.
Good morning, Mazi Onyeibe. Good morning, my leader, Mazi Namdekano. Good morning, my deputy leader, Uche Okafor. May God Almighty continue to guide and protect you people in the name of Yeshua Shema, I pray. My brother, your topic is always beautiful. They have already put us into the gallery. That is why you see some of us misbehaving.
Are you still there? Yes. Are you still there? Caller on the line. Not you. Not you. Caller on the line, are you still there? Of course, that is you, Epileptic Network, but we must continue. Try and see if you can call back because I lost you. Yes, a caller on the WhatsApp. Go ahead, please.
Good morning.
Good morning from here.
God has sent me this project to bless our people. So I'm going to start with the song which the Lord put in my mouth. We are able to go up and take our nation, to possess our land from Idoma to the sea. Though the giant may be on our way to him down, God will surely give us Biafra. Biafra, only move on to the righteous side. Move on to the righteous side. Move on to the righteous side. Because Biafra, move on to the righteous side. Move on to the righteous side. Move on to the righteous side with God. We are able to go up and take our nation, to possess our land from Idoma to the sea. Though the giant may be on our way to us, God will give us, God must surely give us Biafra. Biafra, only move on to the righteous side. Move on to the righteous side. Move on to the righteous side. Because Biafra, move on to the righteous side. Move on to the righteous side. Move on to the righteous side with God. I'm reading from the book of Numbers, chapter 24, verse 19 to 24. God has put in my mouth to use and bless the Biafra, bless our land, bless our people, bless our leader. God is not a man that he should lie, nor a son of man that he should repent. Has he said and will not, and he will not do? Or has he spoken and will not, and he not make it good? Behold, I have received a command to bless. He has blessed and cannot reverse it. God has not observed iniquity in Biafra, nor has he seen wickedness in Biafra. The Lord Biafran God is with Biafra, and the shout of a king is among the Biafrans. God brings them out of Nigeria. He has strength like a wild ox. God has strength like a wild ox to bring us out of Biafra. But there is no sorcery against Biafra, nor any divination against Biafra. It now must be said of Biafra, oh, and of Biafra, oh, what God has done, oh, what God has done. Very soon, it now must be said of Biafra and of Biafra, oh, what God has done. Look, a people rises like a lioness and lift itself up like a lion. It shall not lie down until it devours the prey and drink the blood of the slain. And continuing, Isaiah 45, verse 21, a just God and a Savior, there is none beside him. Look to me and be saved, all you Biafrans, for I am God and there is no other. I have sworn by myself, the word has gone out of my mouth in righteousness and shall not return, that to me every Biafran knee shall bow, every tongue of Biafra shall take an oath, and he shall say, surely in the Lord I have righteousness and strength. In the Lord every Biafra shall say, I have righteousness and strength. To him Biafra shall come, and all shall be ashamed, who are incensed against God and Biafra. In the Lord, all the descendants of Israel, which are Biafrans, we are Biafrans. In the Lord, all the Biafrans shall be justified and shall glory. This is the word of the Lord. God blesses upon Biafran this morning. And so by these blessings we obtain God's righteousness, even as I sprinkle every part of Biafra, the blood of our Lord Jesus Christ, to cleanse our people, to cleanse our land from the north of Biafra to the south of Biafra, from the east of Biafra to the west of Biafra. I sprinkle the blood of our Lord Jesus Christ. The Bible says that God has not adopted Biafra. By the blood of Jesus Christ, Biafrans are made righteous, Biafrans are made clean, Biafrans are sanctified, so that our God will fight for us. Who say God does not fight? God fights. Just as God did it when Iran wanted to send missiles to Israel, God raised us to stop them. God can fight with all elements of his creation. God fights for us by the blood of Jesus Christ, sprinkled upon every Biafran, every land of Biafra. Our land is sanctified, our land is washed from sin, Biafra. And so we receive the hand of the Lord to fight for us, to deliver our land, to hand over to us our promised land, our land that flows with milk and honey. So this morning, let God himself fight this battle. I bless our leader, Nnamdi Kanu. I bless our deputy, Ishemafor. I bless all directors, all I bless you, Mazi Onyeibe. You have been doing a wonderful work. I say, may the blessing of the Lord be upon you, and may the arm of the Lord be your arm, and may the strength of the Lord be your strength to fight this battle God has put in hand, to actualize this project God has put in hand, that we, Biafra, will perpetuate our nation, the kingdom of God, heaven here on earth, and so be it this morning. In the name of Yahweh Yeshua, I pray. Amen.
I say, thank you very much. We must continue. Yes, a caller on WhatsApp, are you there?
Yes.
Good morning from here. Go ahead, please.
Good evening from here. My name is Alanya Uche. I'm calling you from New Jersey, USA. Time here now is 12:23 in the middle of the night. Biafrans, we are not sleeping. We are walking around the clock. As I go to sleep, people on the other side of the world pick up the work and continue working until we get Biafra. Mazi Onyeibe, I want to thank you for the great work you're doing. I want to thank Onyeibe, Mazi Chemefo, and everybody at the OS for the great work we are doing. We must get Biafra. In a few months, we must get Biafra. I want to, as PRO of IPOB in New Jersey, please allow me to speak about a couple of initiatives I have before I get into small about what I want to share. IPOB New Jersey, please come out and join us. The time is here now. We need everybody to come out and join and push Biafra through. It is like a pregnant woman. We are now in the 9th month. The baby is ready to come out. We just need a final push and the baby will come out. That is where Biafra is right now. IPOB New Jersey, we are on every platform. On Facebook, IPOB New Jersey, on Twitter, IPOB NJ. To email us, ipobnewjersey@gmail.com. I can be reached at phone number 1732 912 6087. Our Biafra Million Man March is coming up on June 20th this year, 2020, Washington, D.C. That will be a great day. We also have May 30th. So there's a lot that is going to happen this year, Mazi ONYIBE. This is our year. So all of you, Biafrans and our friends worldwide, start preparing to join us in Washington, D.C. And the great Biafrans in the Umuahia province, we do not want to work in isolation. Wherever you are worldwide, we need to galvanize our energy from Umuahia, aka Old Bende, aka Abia North Senatorial District. You can reach me with the phone number or Mazi Paul at +44 745 953 4125. Thank you for that, Mazi ONYIBE. I want to speak about this Mbaka. Mbaka. I am a Catholic, but I am ashamed. I'm ashamed because of that man. That man has soiled us. He is a complete disgrace. He is a false prophet. He is a false prophet. And it will be if time is not taken, God will intervene with him faster than he will realize it. We shall know them by their fruits. What are the fruits he has produced? What has he talked about? Buhari, and praising Buhari and Buhari's initiatives. He is a false prophet, and he has proven that. And also, the parable of the barren fig tree refers to him. The parable of the barren fig tree in Luke 13 simply says, he told this parable, a man had a fig tree planted in his vineyard, and he came seeking fruit on it and found none. He said to the vine dresser, behold, these 3 years I have come seeking fruit on this fig tree, and I find none. Cut it down. Why should it use up the ground? So shall it be with the Mbaka. He has not yielded any fruit for years upon years upon years. God will cut him down. I want to tell our brethren, Catholics, all over the world, to please know right now that man is a false prophet. Do not listen to him. Do not follow him. If you have any sense, if you have any discerning spirit, you will know that that man is a false prophet. And Biafran coming will prove that to all of you, that that man is a false prophet. Nobody should eat that man. He has yielded no fruit in years, and God will cut him down. Ndara, God will cut him down. Mazi ONYIBE, let me thank you for the time you have given me. Let me not get myself too high now. So I can go and sleep.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for the time.
We must continue.
Mazi ONYIBE. Bless you.
Yes, ONYIBE Biafra. Caller on the line.
Hello, George. Good morning, sir.
Good morning from here. Go ahead, please.
I thank God for getting you this morning. I have been trying all this while, especially yesterday. I couldn't make it, but I thank God for this morning. Please, I want to say something about. There's a woman that was saying about women that was those who were going around our director. I didn't get to yesterday too. That woman, I thank God. I thank God very much because I know what he can do. Because you see, this Nigerian government pretend these Arab people, they can do undo because they can go any length to succeed. Since they can British and Nigeria can work team up with Gaza to bomb Israel because of the Nnamdi. But our director, they hear the word our director that is appear there, and they since they can vote against Trump and try to impeach him because of restoration of Biafra. You see that there's nothing they cannot do. Well, for me not to waste any time, let me give my daughter to say he has something to say more.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning from here. Go ahead.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, Ada. Go ahead, please.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. My fellow Biafrans and lovers of freedom, according to your title here, my name is Onyeibe Biafra. This is my second edition. I know that my fellow Biafrans and lovers of freedom are waiting to hear my second edition, English language, as I promised to interpret it in English language. My topic this night is about some careless language that some people use, which is very, very bad. Directive. Number one, if my father has been using this language, he shall be here to me. Before then, I asked him one day, this language is shall be here, academic, that is always using it to me, that I hate it. Please, my due respect as a father, don't use that language to me again. If you want me to listen to you, I'll work according to instruction. The language that your father has been using to me, which does not hold any water to me, they are not opposing it to me. And after it to me, when I became mature and get married and bear my own children, I will transfer that to them, which is unfair. That is what we mean. Every year, Obi is equal. I Onyeibe Biafra. I reject it. And another second language I hate, as I understand them, called Nigeria. We teach Fatwa. That language is deep. If you don't give to them, you join them. You see that language, I hate it to the spot. Anybody I read that language on you automatically, I disqualified him. I call him Ochebaba. If he's a man, he's not qualified to hold any post in any organization. If she's a woman, she's not worthy to herself because she's ready to betray a family at any given time. I see that language as a deep political language. That is where the Southeast governors, senators, and institutional local government chairman, people reverend fathers, such as Mbaka, or his father. Mbaka, remember your professor about former governor in the state, Chimaroko. You swear, this Chimaroko will go second time or his place. You pull up to them. And this, remember your prophet about number, which is land now. Mbaka, respect yourself. We are Biafran children, warning you now to avoid our reaction. If I advise you, remove your Sudan and get APC openly. Stop polluting the image of minister of God, which you will not do. You Southeast governor, senators, reverend fathers, and pastors. Somebody that is doing what you cannot do. People cannot appreciate it because of selfishness and peanuts we are getting from Abuja. Thank you, Mazi. I Onyeibe Biafra from Mundoki, and also our dependable leader, Onyeibe Biafra, one day soon as we and his deputy each and four. I Onyeibe Biafra. I pray 3 times every day for protection of children on your behalf. I am extending my greetings the leader of IPOB, I express the fact of for this platform. You say. Thank you, Master George.
Thank you very much, and hopefully this is where we draw the curtain for this morning segment. Biafrans must remain focused. Biafrans must understand that this is just the truth. And not until you understand this truth, know this truth, embrace this truth, walk by this truth. Let it be part of your beating heart. These people think we are stupid. They just put us on the gallery. And then they are doing us bobby and we are dancing. And of course, it's another day. The Omotekun, Jubilee is hiding in London. Let's Omotekun, they're negotiating for another 10%. Of course, there is no doubt that they have sent a clear signal to the governors of Southeast, as well as a Nayagodo group of company, as well as any other idiot who will come out against IPOB. Supposedly Biafrans. Omotekun is a clear signal, a clear message to all of you that we didn't say you are a fool. They said you are a fool. But having said that, we cannot be fooled on the gallery to understand that not until Yoruba come out openly and agitate for dividing of Nigeria, Hausa Fulani do the same thing, we are just being fooled on the gallery. Of course, I will be signing off from here. And a few days from here, a few hours from here, we'll continue from where we stop.
We have crossed our sea. We've gone far in this wilderness. Because new steps ahead. We are no longer in Egypt. We have crossed our seas. We've gone far in this wilderness. Because new steps ahead. When it gets tough to end this nether of our heroes, we not defend. No retreat, no surrender. Biafra is already here. Not yet when we remember the price of our great heroes. No retreat, no surrender. Biafra is already here. Inside the wilderness, never open your soul to the wicked one. Penetrate and kill your people. To what he get charge you to say. Inside the wilderness, never sell your soul to the wicked ones. Penetrate and kill your people. God have charged you to say. When it gets tough to end this nether of our heroes, we not defend. No retreat, no surrender. Biafra is already here. But yet now we remember the price of our great heroes. No retreat, no surrender. Biafra is already here. Inside the wilderness, never allow yourselves to be used to destroy the innocent souls. God have put in your hands to save. Inside the wilderness, never allow yourself to be used to destroy the innocent souls. God have charged you to save. When it gets tough to end this nether of our heroes, we not defend. No retreat, no surrender. Biafra is already here. But yet may we remember the price of our great heroes. No retreat, no surrender. Biafra is already here.
One of the things you've talked about is it's not so much that Biafra has to be an independent state, but that has to be economically viable. And you can't really have that with Nigeria as it is. How do we get there?
We cannot be economically viable if we are not politically viable.
Right.
And political viability means complete and absolute independence.
It has to have, yeah.
We must be independent. Yeah. And again, God creates countries and nations, not man. There are many ways that nations can emerge. It is always an organic process. We understand that. We respect that. What people, most commentators don't appreciate about Africa, and which most Africans are a bit slightly uncomfortable with, is that somebody coming from Europe and without regard for your culture, your traditions, your way of life, saying you are now in one country and your name is Nigeria.
Right.
There is something unnatural about it.
Yes.
I said to the British government, if you had come, conquered my people, which is a natural human process, that is entirely natural.
Right.
If you had come, conquered our people, made us English, I can live with that.
Yeah.
But to come and hand over a children of God over to something completely alien, this same culture that we have in the north, which is an Islamic culture, tried to take us over many years ago, and they failed. You now came and completed the cycle for them. There is something evil about it.
Yeah, something inorganic about it.
Inorganic, very, very inorganic. And you cannot. We don't talk about economic development, because before you talk about economy, you talk about things like policies, both macro and micro, all the rest of it. You are dealing with people who cannot differentiate between macro and micro.
No, absolutely. That's right. The problem. Yeah. Education is key for the world outside Biafra, and that's where this starts. The political has to start in the education.
That's correct.
When you speak to people in the UK, people in the US, is there an openness to independence for Biafra?
No, there isn't. It's what you get is very condescending, wishy-washy. These are Black Africans. Really, what do they know? Sort of attitude. We know best than they do, and we try as much as possible to enlighten and educate the American and, by extension, the European audience to the fact that before you had freedom and liberty in any part of the world, in Biafra land we had freedom and liberty. Before you had political asylum in any other part of the world, where I come from, there was political asylum being granted to people. That is the meaning of Biafra anyway. Come and join if you believe in our value system. We had a series of both political, legal, and legislative structures that endured for thousands of years. These were unceremoniously swept away in the name of, I don't know, civilization or advancement.
Right.
Therefore, the British must be questioned, or the mentality or the psyche of Europeans and, by extension, Americans, must be put to the test to explain, to rationalize why the emergence of states in Africa cannot be allowed to adopt the same organic route by which every other civilized nation emerged. Why is that impossible? That's what I ask Americans and Europeans.
And their answers are not good. There are no answers.
Yeah. They don't have any answers to it. All they say is that, why didn't you just get on with it? I want the same things that you have in America. I want liberty. I want freedom. I want all the rest of it. That is what makes you a human being, or else you're an animal. And being forced to live in cages in Africa, or being forced to live more or less like animals, is not a situation we are prepared to tolerate for very long.
No. Yeah.
Death is better.
Have there been armed clashes between Biafrans and Boko Haram? Has there been a defense of Biafrans?
No, not at all, because we are not allowed to defend ourselves. They can kill us. They can get arms flowing in from Lebanon, from Iran, from Saudi Arabia. There are jihadists coming from all over the place, coming in there. There was a plane load of arms that came in, was detained at the airport from Egypt. The Arab world, that is what drives me insane. The Arab world and the Islamic world are busy supporting Boko Haram in their stated aim of spreading Islam to Christians in Nigeria. The Christian world are not reciprocating. They're not coming to our rescue. I don't know how you can defend yourself against somebody who is armed with RPGs, armed with AK-47s. I don't know if you do that through prayer and fasting. I do not know.
Right.
But that is the sort of condition we're faced with. In other words, as we speak right now, the process of Islamization is gathering momentum and no one is doing anything.
Right. It's medieval. It's you will convert or you will die.
They crucified some people. Was it 2 days ago? I think we've got the pictures on Facebook.
They actually
crucified some people.
They actually crucified.
Yeah, they did. Yeah. There's something ISIS is doing that they're doing that you either convert or we kill you. And I don't know why the world expects us to deal with that. It's either there is something going on. It's either everyone else is a Muslim. That's why I say sometimes that everyone in the West is a Muslim. That's what I say, because you couldn't possibly keep quiet when such a thing is going on.
No.
It's terrible.
No.
Terrible.
You're opening my eyes in ways I knew this was going to be eye-opening. I did not realize what is happening. Who is Boko Haram organically? Are they a government creation? Are they...
Boko Haram is, you need to understand the geopolitics of Nigeria to then start comprehending the concept or the ideology that drives the insanity that is Boko Haram. In the north, you have the areas you call the Mohammedan Emirates of the North. Mm-hmm. These are people who are predominantly, by ancient culture and tradition, Islamic. They are Hausa, Fulani people. In the west, coming down near Lagos, you have the Yoruba people, and in the east you have the Biafran people. Now, the Hausa Fulani people, we are told by the British that they have the right to rule in perpetuity Nigeria. The British in 1953 and 57 were involved in a massive fraud to rig the census results. In other words, they skewed the numbers to always favor the Hausa Fulani people that they may remain in power. And the reason for that is that the British is scared that Biafran people, especially the Igbos, are somehow human, that we can think properly. And we have the oil. The oil wells the reserves, everything is where we come from.
In Biafra.
And the British couldn't retain or sustain their colonial presence in Africa because the USA asked them to leave. So what they now did is to take the control of the oil, hand it over to a group of people they think they can manipulate very easily. That's all. That's what has happened. And now they now believe that they have the right to rule. Unfortunately for them, President Goodluck Jonathan, the incumbent, emerged out of circumstances that could be described as somehow mysterious. He came up as the president, and now they don't like it. 3 people funded Boko Haram. The ex-president, head of state Buhari, another ex-head of state, Hausa Fulani Islamic person called Babangida, another vice president, Atiku Abubakar. They consciously went out to fund Boko Haram because Buhari said after Jonathan won the 2011 elections that I will make the country ungovernable. He said it openly. And they went ahead to do it by killing poor, defenseless Biafran Christians because they know that Christians around the world will not come to our rescue.
Yeah.
They also know that no other people will come to our rescue because they don't want us to emerge as a people. That's a problem.
Yeah. So the British don't want you to emerge as a people.
No.
Aha.
That's a problem.
It's a huge problem.
Massive. But this time around, whether they like it or not, I'm sure the British didn't want the USA to emerge either.
No.
Whether they like it or not, we shall emerge.
Yeah.
Or everything else there will die.
It'll have to. I mean, It's one or the other at this point.
One thing has to happen. Either we have Biafra or we all die. There's no going back this time around. There'll be no exile, no running away. That is our land. We've lived there for thousands of years. That's where we were born. That's where we'll die.
Are you all willing to go back and be there?
At the drop of a heart, yes. Yes.
Yeah.
And a heartbeat.
Yeah.
We'll go there.
And obviously loved ones are there. And
they're there. My parents are there. My loved ones are there.
Yeah.
And it's a land we've been in for, as I said, thousands of
years. And a history and a rich culture and a vibrant way of life that has literally been
Obliterated.
Yeah.
You go to the book of Leviticus. 80% of what you have in the book of Leviticus occurs where I come from. 80%. 80%.
The Levitical law.
Everything. It wasn't us. I strongly believe, this is my hypothesis. Of course, I hold on to it very strongly. As soon as the British discovered in the late 18th century, because the same Hausa Fulani people in Zamfara told them, I think I have the map somewhere in London, that across that river lies what they believe to be part of the lost tribe of Israel. All hell broke loose. Yeah. There was then a very systematic and deliberate policy to obliterate our history. The British first said that the Igbos don't have any history. First of all, they removed the name Biafra, which was exactly the name they used to go into treaties with us. They use, you see there clearly written, the chiefs of Ishekiri and Biafra. They then quietly took that away to now only take a component of that, one clan alone, which is Igbo. Because in Biafra, you have the Idoma, you have the Igbo, you have the Bibio, you have the Efik, you have the Izon people, which they call Ijo, you have the Shekiri, you have the Robo, and some parts of Igala. Wow. These are the 7 people that make up, these are the 7 tribes that make up Biafra land. The British came, then isolated all the rest, those of our cousins around us, and focused their attention on us. But there's one good thing about it, is that in their amalgamation document that they produced in 1904 or thereabout, which I still have, they made reference, the very first time a European is referring to an African race as great. Yes, the man said the great Igbo race across the Niger. And that speaks volumes.
And the Niger's the river.
The river, yes.
And